Welcome back. The Shadow Cabinet Office Minister Nick Thomas-Symonds joins us now. Thank you very much for being with us on the programme tonight. Well, if that MRP is anything to go by, you may as well give up campaigning now in case you drop the Ming vase.
Well, Sophie, not a single vote has been cast in this general election. It hasn't been cast by post. And obviously no votes will be cast on the day until 4th of July. Now, of course, we are confident, but we are most certainly not complacent. I've been out all day today. My colleagues are out in their own constituencies and around the country, and we will continue to fight hard for every single vote until the close of poll at 10 o'clock on the 4th of July. We will never take the voters for granted.
Talking about not taking voters for granted or constituencies for granted, the MRP does also project that your Shadow Culture Secretary, Thangam Debonair, might lose her Bristol West seat to the Green Party. If the Green Party do start eating into some of those areas that have voted Labour before, do you think it was a mistake to drop your pledge to spend £28 billion on green projects?
Well, I was actually it's the Bristol Central seat, that I've actually been down to campaign in recent days. I was there on Saturday morning campaigning with Thangam, actually putting a very strong Labour message. And I think in that message is a real commitment to deliver on this from GB Energy, publicly owned energy company with an initial capital investment of over £8 billion. There'll also be our Warm Homes Plan, but also our National Wealth Fund. Now, these are very substantial policies. And when we come to the choice at this election, there will be one of two governments after that election. It is either going to be 5 more years of chaos under the Conservatives and Rishi Sunak, or a changed Labour Party under Keir Starmer that really can move then to deliver on this agenda going forward, and of course meet our target of clean energy by 2030. That was the message Thangam was putting very effectively to the voters of Bristol Central on Saturday.
Well, let's talk a bit about what a government would look like if you do end up winning the election. Let's talk about defence. Keir Starmer committing to a nuclear triple lock today, protecting Trident. Now, among the commitments is to build 4 new submarines in Barrow-in-Furness in Cumbria. But I'm just trying to get my head around it because that's already happening, isn't it? So this isn't, what's actually new in this announcement?
Well, we are committing to the completion of this programme of the Vanguard class. That's the new class of submarines. They are projected to be all 4 completed by the early 2030s. So to get to the completion of all 4, which is what you need to have a continuous at-sea deterrent, which we believe in, you have to be committed.
You're just not going to stop it?
We are, well, it's a bit more than just not stopping it, Sophie, because you have to be committed, first of all, to the deterrent, the continuous at-sea deterrent in principle. Second, you have to be committed to building all 4 of them in Barrow, but you've also got to be committed to any change in the programme, any additional needs that you might have as the programme goes on. We are absolutely committed to that, and we're committed to it because it is central to our security going forward. You think about the threats we face around the world, the security challenge of China, Putin's illegal invasion of Ukraine, and the instability in the Middle East that's led to our own ships being fired on in the Red Sea. It is absolutely essential. I think setting out that commitment was important because it shows the first duty of any government is to keep the country safe. And if we're privileged enough to form a government, that will be the first priority of the Labour government.
OK, thank you very much indeed for being on the programme tonight. Nick Thomas-Symonds there.